believe all the interest in Space Harrier. December '85 is when it came out. And it was the first game developed by Yui Suzuki. And it was one of the first games with a 16-bit processor. So this was able to display like 6,600 different colors on the screen. Now, Mr. Suzuki went on to make Hang-On, Super Hang-On, Afterburner, Outrun, some terrific games. But this kind of started it all for him. Now, this particular game came in, was in a basement of a guy. He bought it years ago along with two other games, a mini Hang-On and a Outrun. And he called me up and he says, it's time to go, come and get him. So he's got a credit he's going to use down the road. But I knew somebody had wanted this, and he'd email me, take it as soon as possible, whenever. So I say, offered it to him, a lot less money, actually $700 less, if you wanted to buy it as is, because it's in generally good condition. What do you think, Frank?
Mm-hmm.
It's in generally good condition. This is the standard upright. It's in a tiny cabinet. It's actually lighter than most of these bigger games because the plywood on this isn't as thick. It's a little bit thinner.
Almost like a Donkey Kong.
Yes, and I think it weighs in at like 250 pounds, where other games are 275 to 300. But it's actually more compact here, Frank. It's not as chunky. Now there is a downside. The only way to get to the monitor, can't get it through back here. The only thing here is a vent. I suppose you could take that off and like put your hand in there and get yourself that, but to service the monitor you have to take this whole panel apart. The marquee is part of the monitor bezel. It's beautiful, actually. And of course the sad thing is, it does suffer the fate of cigarettes. These clodhoppers would lay their cigarette there while they were trying to beat the Harrier. That's the Harrier. Originally it was a fighter jet. Do you know that? This was going to be a fighter jet, not a man. Instead, the man's carrying a jet pack as he flies through all the different scenarios. The joystick's very nice. It has this beautiful Sega feel to it, of quality. And the rubber gasket's in beautiful shape, probably because it was stored in a climate-controlled house all these years. Of course, when we got it in, all the lights were burned out. So we changed them. And the fluorescent light on the top was working, but we put the lights in there. It's in pretty good shape. We did put on 4 new leg levelers on the bottom. So the bottom will not get chewed up anymore. Now, I'm supposing he's going to refurbish this when he gets it to his house. But the artwork on the side is in great shape, considering nothing that we can't handle. Frank, come on back here. Now this has a very clever locking system. Isn't that nice?
I think you're supposed to use a head bolt, not a leg bolt.
Oh, not a leg bolt, a head bolt? Well, inside, nice and neat. The power supply has been replaced. We can see that. He's going to, before we ship it, we'll have to secure that a little better. That's the stereo amplifier, your 2 speakers. The monitor they use in this machine has a button for degaussing. You have a service button, a test button, your twin stereo volume controls. Look, Frank, the board is still inside its original metal casing. And that, of course, will come in handy down the road. At least it kept the boards free. And Sega had on these machines these nice big handholds here to move the machine around. It's too bad they didn't put legs on it there. I'll make sure he secures that power supply before it goes out. There's 18 stages total. 2 of those 18 stages are bonus stages where you get the points but you don't get killed. And at the end of 15 of the 18 stages you battle a boss. If you don't kill the boss, you don't move on to the next screen. Now, you know, Frank, I'm curious. Let's see how many... Oh, my gosh. Look at the meter. The meter is showing 65,000 plays. Frank, how much money is that? 32.
We lost money.
So that means, Frank, it grossed about 15,000, 14,000, probably less, because if he was ringing up credits with the coin switch, probably not, because they're still covered. He may have been pushing the button inside here for credits. But if he was, I'm putting credits on it now. You can see it's the push start button. By the way, here's the button for the degauss. Watch. See? Works one time, clears the colors right up. Other monitors do it automatically as soon as you turn the machine on. The degaussing circuit's activated for about 4 seconds, 3 seconds. But on the Sega games, you push the button yourself. But the game took in the guy probably about $7,500. And back in the days, this was probably $3,000 to buy. So it made about $4,500. Let's suppose he vended it 4 years. He made about $1,200 a year. Divide that by 52 weeks. Oh. It wasn't a moneymaker, was it?
What if he made that money in 6 months? You don't really know how long it was out there. You're just looking at worst case scenario.
Well, worst case scenario, but then the machine still sits for years and years.
Who cares?
And of course, you know, there was a day when these sold very inexpensively too. I think there was a time when you could pick these up at auctions for $200-300. Now they made 3 style cabinets. Actually, here's a nice graphic of what one looks like. So you can see the big cockpit unit that moves up and down, and then this what model we have, and then the little one with the seat. I actually had one with that little seat, and I think we shipped it overseas, Frank. I think it went to maybe 10 years ago. I don't remember how long ago. Anyway,
welcome to the fantasy.
How far do you think?
Ready.
Welcome to the fantasy zone, Frank. Oh, you have to avoid the rocks.
Duh.
Get ready.
I'm ready. This will be my 5th time playing this game. I never played this
Get ready.
The good news is there's plenty of other videos. You get lots of men. So.
Get ready.
Anyway, there's a lot of videos showing people playing this and getting up to high levels. It's also in a billion different. I always like this thing where you have the 3 things to try to hit. You have to hit them when they're open. When they close, it bounces
Get
off.
ready.
Great soundtrack. You can run on the ground. So isn't that neat? You just have to make sure you don't run into a tree. There's 1. There's 2. Did I get it? I think I did. Oh, here's the boss. Oh, no, not the boss yet. Well, I guess it is.
Get ready.
It says many more battle scenes will soon be available, Frank. You have to hit the center.
Get ready.
Okay, now let me see if I can hit right in his face.
Get ready. You're doing great.
Aha! I'm doing great, Frank! You can also use this top button here, but I find that more annoying. It doesn't give you the rapid fire ability.
Get ready.
You must have this set on a ton of guys. Anyway.
Get ready.
I think I'm down to 5 guys, Frank. That noise you hear is when I'm not hitting it at the right time. Frank, I'm running. I don't know how many guys I have left. Not many. Another boss, Frank.
Get ready.
Everybody's there cringing.
Get ready.
This must be set on endless men.
Get ready.
It's pretty nice, isn't it? I think the order for the Sega very nicely put the all sorts on the side on a lot of their games. So you didn't have to get all the way into the back to turn them off. You could turn them off easily, as long as the games weren't butted up against each other. Also, somebody just bought this little fella here. This was this is called the Super Mini, the Neo Geo. They made a full size 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 6 slot. Then they made a 2 slot mini, which is wood grain sides, is about this tall with a 19-inch television. And then the Super Mini, this little fella, that's on nice, easy to move rollers with a 13-inch television. And this is a 2 slot, but we've installed the 38-in-1 board that has almost all of the Neo Geo cartridges in it. Isn't this in great shape? This one was part of my collection. I had this at my house for years, Frank.
You probably played it less time than you're going to play it right now.
I'm not going to play it at all. Everybody knows how Neo Geo plays. But we're shipping this out to California. It's going to a fellow that has been waiting and looking for a Super Mini that's this nice. There's not many left out there, Frank. I don't think they made many to start. But we think he'll really enjoy this a lot. Don't you, Frank?
Mm-hmm. How could you not?
That's true. Well, let's move on. We have another game to show you. Isn't this done yet?
Next month.
Next month. Oh!
Not a second sooner.
This guy is having a
Stroke?
I didn't say it. You did. Look, Comet. It's commenting. Look, Getaway is getawing. Look, Ice Cold Beer is Ice Cold Bearding.
What?
Ice cold beer.
It better be done. This guy. They're all. But look what is done. Yet another Tron.
Oh, okay.
Robbie, are you always going to get in my way? We're filming. Look. Gorgeous. We have brand new artwork from Phoenix Arcade. Right there. Yes, they are beautiful. It's gorgeous. The colors are bright. Now look. Blacklight. It's literally reflecting this. See, look. It's glow in the dark. It's beautiful. Very impressive. Very nice. Now back here, we've done our usual, what we always do, as everybody knows.
Nothing. That's nothing.
Thumbs down.
Huh.
No thumbs down.
Nobody will thumbs down it because this was my Space Harrier video, which we filmed a few days ago.
Bonk.
See, we can't present everything in order. You know, nothing is filmed in order. Everything is out of order.
Just like the whole rest of the place.
Oh, somebody bought all the Pac-Man PCBs. They're gone. All 66. Now look, we're not using this mesh stand here. See this thing? We're leaving it there, but this bypasses it. Switching power supply and this wonderful power supply converter that you can get from arcade shops. We took the logic board apart. There are 3 boards set. You have to take them all apart and clean all the chips and the sockets, make and renew anything that has to be changed, and they have to reflow solder at all these pins. Of course, the amplifier we did too. The amplifiers are very sturdy. They just get cold solder joints.
I'm back.
Jonathan, you know, are you aware that I actually was in the movie Tron Legacy? Were you aware of that?
Yes.
I played the star for one of the scenes.
Weren't you bursting at the seams wearing that outfit?
Nonsense. I'll let our customers decide. Here, watch. Yikes. What do you ladies want? Oh. I think we have a mistake here. You know, ladies, I sell Miss Pac-Man games, and I'm not really sure what's going on here, but I think we need to make an adjustment. basement here. That's an extra large. I'm not going to fit in that. I'm going to need like a 3 or 4X. You do know I'm going to look like an overripe eggplant in this.
He's different.
Well, my mother always said I was special. Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that music. Nobody bring a pin. I'm gonna burst. I feel like a sausage. Ladies, that's a frisbee. I don't. Yeah, it is. It's a frisbee. There are no dogs to throw this to. What am I supposed to do with this? You want it back, huh? Okay, you want it back. Okay.
Mirroring complete. Disk activated and synchronized. Proceed to games.
Games. Where you going? What am I supposed to do?
Survive.
Well, pretty good, huh? Aren't I great, Jonathan? They loved me, and not one thumbs down. Another one. Jonathan, I think I'm gonna die.
You're winning.
No, I didn't get the last one. Or maybe I did. I thought there was one more. I was waiting to hit it. I haven't played this for a long time.
What, an hour?
Give me a baby.
How many times did you play it when it used to be in your basement?
Hundreds of times. They're upset because I got rid of my games. Anyway, isn't that great music? Good night, folks.